Well, g'day everyone and welcome back to the channel. Tonight I'm going to make some pomegranate molasses. These are pomegranates off the hedge out the front. As you can see, they're not the big red purpley ones that you buy in the supermarket. They also didn't cost me $5 a piece, which the ones in the supermarket cost. So I'm quite happy with that. I've had to take them off the tree early, let them ripen up inside. Because the birds were absolutely loving them outside. So I'm just going to cut the top off. I want to take that center piece of pith out. And once we do that, you can see the separations coming down here. So I just want to cut it down those separations. Okay, from there, we're just going to grab hold of it, pull it open, then we just get a wooden spoon and just give it a tap, and that should make all the jewels fall out. Get a few stubborn bits you can quickly enough get them by hand. Okay, there we are, fully deseeded, and we just want to grab any bits of pith that we see straight back out. If any of the seeds look a bit off, then I'm going to pull them out as well. Okay, so simple as that. I'm going to go through, do the rest of this lot, and then join you back after that. There we are. That's all of them taken out. As you can see, all the seeds in the bowl, and it looks like a murder scene. Be wearing old clothes when you do it, because good chance you're going to get splattered. Now what I'm going to do is use my thermo cooker here, and I'm going to process them down. So I'll just put all those seeds and any of the juice that's already come out in there. Now this has actually got blunt blades in it. I'm going to try a low speed and see if I can do it without cutting the seed up, because that will actually make it easier to filter out. If I've got a filter out seed, I've got a filter out seed. But yeah, I'll give it a go at a low speed first and let's see what happens. Okay, so we've had a quick spin around fairly well processed. So I'm happy to give it a go at that. As long as the seeds don't come out with too much pulp left on them, it'll be good to go. So the first thing I'm going to do is just run it through a colander and try and take the whole seeds out. Okay, I'm just gonna press that through, mix it about, just try and get that juice out of it. Okay, there we go, all pressed through. So what little bits of pulp and seed are left, that'll go out to the chickens. And there is our juice in there. And I'll just pass that through another sieve, and then we'll go on to the cooking stage. Alright folks, so 13 containers. I've just rinsed this one out, and that is a nice fine double filtered strainer. So we've got the coarse filter on the outside and a fine filter inside that, and that will take out anything that went through those bigger holes. As you can see, not a lot of broken seed there, a little bit of pulp. Just give that a press just to get the moisture out. And again, what's left there is just going to go to the chickens. And we should have a nice clean syrup left in here, which we'll go across to the stove with. So out of that, I got a cup and a third of pomegranate juice. So that's going in the pan. Nice heavy bottom pan, because it's going to be cooking for a bit. All right, to that we're going to add 3 tablespoons, and I'm using raw sugar, or for the Americans, unprocessed sugar. And a couple tablespoons of lemon juice. So we're just going to bring that up at a gentle heat. Just want to dissolve in the sugar to start with, and then just gently simmer it. And I want to reduce down the consistency, and I want it to get it to the point where it's going to coat the back of a spoon. As per with any sort of sugar cooking, you do not want to stir it too much, but you want to stir it enough that it's not going to stick to the pan and burn. So we will let that simmer away for a while. All right folks, I've just turned the heat off. You can see it is condensed down an awful lot, and you can see how it's putting a coating on the bottom of the pan. So the test for it is just to make sure it coats the back of a spoon, which that is doing. So that is all ready. I wouldn't recommend doing this smaller quantity because it's very hard to evaporate this down without burning it to a crisp. You might end up with pomegranate taffy sitting on the bottom of the pan. Okay, so from here, we're just gonna go hot straight into a jar. So off camera, I'm going to scrape out the rest of this and get the rest of it out. But as you can see, it does not make a huge amount, but it has a massive punch of flavor to it. It is slightly sweet, a slight bitterness to the flavor, much like a raspberry coulis or something like that. Wonderful little flavor addition to a dessert or something like that, put on top of ice cream, pancakes, anything like that. Here we are next day. As you can see, did not get a huge amount out of it. It has sealed down hard, but all in all, it's a great little experiment. Judging by how thick it is, As you can see, it's moving very, very slowly at room temperature. I could have cooked it a little bit less, so less reduction on it. Would have flowed a bit easier, would have ended up with more volume on it. But all in all, really happy with what I got out of my pomegranates. You know, it's a hedge out there that doesn't get any care. So it's done pretty well. So there is my first time making pomegranate molasses, and we will see what that ends up going on to. Well, thank you very much everyone for watching, and bye for now.